again, with winds in there 200 miles per hour. So very busy, active severe weather outbreak all across the southern United States. And as that outbreak was winding down, it really turned into a flooding event all across the East Coast. Pensacola, Florida, which is one of the very hard-hit states in the Florida Panhandle. It's just mind-boggling the amount of rain they got in a 24-hour period. They've seen over 20 inches of rain, and that's a lot of rain. And one of the hourly reports had it near 6 inches of rain in 1 hour. I could not even imagine that amount of rain. So very, very busy weather pattern. That rain continued all across the eastern United States and throughout the I-95 corridor, and it was just a very active weather pattern. And unfortunately, right now, the death toll from all these crazy weather is about 40 people. So we never want to see fatality from the weather, but it is kind of what we see because these storms get so intense out there. But we just like people to take advantage of these big warnings and outlooks and all this heads up material, because the weather people, they do a lot of work out there, and I just feel like people don't listen to the forecast as much as they should. So just wanted to mention that. You always need to have a kit and a plan and stay informed with severe weather. So that's pretty much the weather. That was the biggest story out there and across the United States. But California, if you want to be in California, very nice weather. The drought is continuing, unfortunately, but record high temperatures all across the western United States. In the 90s, so very nice out there. But on the flip side, as I said, you have the drought and wildfire threat. So that's pretty much the weather out there. If you want to keep tuned to the weather, just go to my website, DopplerTomsWeather.com.
All right, sounds good. I saw that in Baltimore, that big sinkhole or whatever the heck it was. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was a landslide.
Yeah.
Just even out. So very, very busy. Very busy.
Unbelievable. All right, thank you, sir.
Okay. We always complain about our weather.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's get to Derek. We might as well talk to Derek. Get some sports. Derek's ready, I think. All right. Let's get the latest up-to-the-minute sports news with Derek. What's going on today, Derek? Hey, what's happening?
It's been really good. I mean, it's great to be back in the studio, and weather's getting warmer. Well, not so much today, but I know May 1st. I mean, obviously the rain hopefully is out of the way. That's April, so May I'm ready for warm weather, Tigers baseball, and just green grass and ready to get going outside. So
what have you been doing? You've been you joined a flag
football, flag
football team at work.
Yep, it's we actually there's 7 teams in the rec league. We play up there at Ferndale High School. Games range anywhere from 7:30 to 8 o'clock, and there's actually 3 Meridian teams because we had so many people that signed up. It's the first time we've ever done flag football. Normally we do softball that starts in August. I'll probably do that. We have volleyball that was supposed to start next week, but I think they're going to cancel that since we did the flag football. But yeah, 3 teams of Meridian, and then I think like
and you're undefeated, eh?
Yeah. We just played last night. Had a come from behind win last night. We got a pretty dogging team. So.
Very good.
Fun stuff.
Good. So what do you got in the way of sports tonight? What do you want to start off with first?
Well, since it's been a couple weeks, obviously everybody knows the Red Wings are done and over with. They're out of it. Hockey's officially over in my book. Even though there were 4 fabulous Game 7s, I think it was last night, the LA Kings became only the 4th team in NHL history to come from 0-3 to beat the San Jose Sharks.
Wow.
Won 4 straight. So
I'm just not interested, though. I mean, if the Wings aren't in it, I'm just not there.
My 2 picks are still in it for the Cup. I picked Colorado versus Pittsburgh for the Cup this year.
You think Boston's done?
You
never know about them.
I mean, I know that they disposed of us pretty well, but you don't really count out those pesky Canadians. They swept Tampa Bay, much to a lot of dismay of a lot of people. I actually had Tampa Bay winning that series in 6, so I was really surprised.
Wow.
But Montreal goes 1-on-1 with Boston, and I think that's going to be a good series. I will, however, say that I think Boston will take care of them in 6 games. New York Rangers, Pittsburgh Penguins. I got the Penguins obviously winning that one in 5 games. I think that the Penguins are going to – they had a tough time against the Blue Jackets.
I don't like the Penguins.
I don't either, but
don't like them.
There's always one team that makes it. It's either Boston, Pittsburgh, Chicago, and I know that a lot of people were saying that once Boston disposed of Detroit, whoever won that series was going to go to the
How
Cup
about the
final.
Avalanche, though? They're back.
Yeah, they had a little bit of hiccup in a couple games against Minnesota, but they disposed of them in 6 games.
But they had a good season.
Oh, hell yeah. Patrick Waugh, I think, is up for Jack Adams. I mean, I know that we have our thoughts on Patrick Waugh, but he's been a hell of a coach this year for them. And I think that he's going to definitely – it's going to be between him and probably Mike Babcock. Or Claude Julien could still win the Jack Adams, obviously.
Yeah, with what Babcock had to work with, he did a heck of a job.
That's what I would have to say. Babcock basically was coaching a minor league team. Mm-hmm. And what's good for the Red Wings is that we actually have, I think, 8 unrestricted free agents that are coming up. So we're actually going to have somewhat of a new look team, and it's going to be definitely something to look forward to next year. I think that with the young guys, Tatar, Nyquist, Sheahan, Yurko, I think that we have a team to build around for the future. So I'm definitely looking forward to the future for the Red Wings. It's looking pretty positive.
Yeah, the young guys look pretty good. They got a lot of speed, which helps. They need
very
that.
very young, and a lot of grit and determination. I think this was more of a learning experience for the young kids. I mean, the average age on our top 2 lines was like 26. So I mean,
it's crazy.
You got to get the experience before, and you got to learn how to lose before you learn how to win. So
yeah. So how about the Tigers?
Tigers are doing pretty well.
They haven't played much though, have they? I mean, with the weather,
they've
had really a crappy schedule, to tell you the truth.
They've actually played, I believe, only 24 games, 23 games this year. They're currently 14-9. They're off to a good start under first-year manager Brad Ausmus. And, Miggy had a little bit of a slow start, in the first few weeks of the season. I think he was batting around like the 220s, 230s, but he's getting the pop in his bat again. He's getting some doubles, hitting some home runs. And obviously the big story so far has been Brian Holiday, the backup catcher who's filled in for Avila very superbly over the last couple of games, racking up 4 RBIs.
Yeah, how about that?
He's been doing a good job in that fill-in role. But another one that's starting to really shine, and I've been really taking notice, is obviously Rajah Davis, and the speed on our base paths this year. I mean, we've already got, I think, we've got just about as many stolen bases as we did all of last year.
Exactly.
So,
2 years maybe.
Yep. And right now, the big deal is when Andy Dirks comes back, for left field, what's going to happen? Because Rajay is technically just a position player that's kind of in there as a filler. But you can't yank him.
I wouldn't yank him.
He's been batting leadoff pretty much every game. So I wouldn't really mess with that yet. Andy Dirks and him, maybe they can platoon or work something out. The shortstop position's kind of up in the air. You got Romine, and obviously they let go of Gonzalez, which I thought was a terrible move to begin with.
Yeah.
But I think that
second base is good.
Yep, second base is good with Kinsler. He's batting average 315, 320. He's off to a great start. Can't ask for more.
And it's just a matter of time before Miggy breaks out. You know that.
He's already starting to kind of get that pop back.
That warmer weather starts coming, they'll do good.
Once the weather gets warmer, he'll be fine.
And they're in first.
Yep, they're in first. But the thing is, too, I think there's only about 3 games separating first to last in the division. So
big series with Kansas City coming up.
Got the night off tonight, and then we start a 3-game series with Kansas City. So
they're right on our butt.
Yep, Rick Porcello goes against James Shields tomorrow, and both pitchers are pitching well. We got a great starting rotation. The bullpen obviously is very, very weak. We've had some, obviously with Joe Nathan, he had his early season struggles, but he seems to be settling in really well. I really like what Al Albuquerque's been able to do, but goddamn Phil Koch. Phil Koch, why he
is a disappointment.
Why he's still here is unbelievable. I thought they were going to.
He comes running in from the bullpen and people just moan.
Yeah, it used to be somewhat of a pump up thing a couple of years ago when he had some talent, but he just lost it. I mean, he's become worse than what Papa Grande was just a year or so ago. But bullpen needs a lot of work. So. But the Tigers, though, I'm very satisfied with the start they're off to, and and on top of that, Brad Ausmus has been winning a lot of challenges as well. So he's taken full advantage of those challenges.
Yes, he has.
And replays.
So what do you think of that? What do you think of the replay?
From what I've seen, I think it's been really efficient. I think it's not delayed the game much. I think that it speeds up.
I think what's the average delay? Like a minute and a half?
About a minute and a half to 2 minutes. That's not going to do you much.
No,
you cut a couple commercials out of it.
It's longer in football.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing, too, I've been thinking about it, and remember back in 2010 with that blown call of that perfect game, Jim Joyce over at Mount Galarraga?
Yep.
Well, 4 years ago, it would have been great to have this.
You better believe it.
Because you know damn well he would have had that perfect game.
Good example.
But
no, I think it's going to be real good in crucial games and
playoffs.
Big games, playoffs. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. I like it. Let's see. What else?
Well, let's see here. Well, obviously the whole Don Sterling thing, everybody knows about that, and the lifetime ban. You don't want to get it. I mean, it is a sports related subject, but it also involves race. So I mean, anybody that's a little bit on edge about talking about it, I have my opinions on it. I think that the NBA went a little bit overboard, but the thing of the matter is that it's a business. It's not personal. Commissioner Silver had to do everything in his power and everything that he needed to do to make a statement and to help the business, because they were losing sponsors after sponsors. And, that's what happens when you got a multi-billion-dollar business.
Cheryl kept getting confused because the owner's name is Sterling and the commissioner's name is Silver Sterling. And she didn't know who the hell they were talking about at the time.
Talk about having to make a big decision only 2 months on the job.
I know.
So.
But, they say a lot of people think he did the right thing, so.
No, I mean, I think
what are you going to do?
I think he did do the right thing.
How dumb could this guy be?
Yeah, I mean, you're an owner. You're in a sport that is, I think 80% African American or other races other than white, and I mean, why be an owner? I mean, it's really stupid. But at the same time, he's the $2.5 million. I think was a little bit much. I think that's what I'm a little bit upset about. But I mean, I think that they did the right thing with the banishment, and the owners are going to try like hell to get him out of there to sell the team. So. He had said to TMZ a day or so ago that he had no plans on selling. He was going to stand his ground, but I think he's going to be outnumbered.
I think he's not going to have a choice.
They got to have a vote, I believe, of 22 owners that have to approve of his.
I think they'll have that easy, to be honest with you. When these sponsors start dropping you and stuff, it's just, it's all over.
I mean, when you got your own players threatening to boycott the league,
yeah.
I mean, that's I think what made him really go down and say, look, we got to take
and me, I'm not a big basketball fan.
No,
anyway,
but it's putting the eyes on the product. Though,
yeah, it is.
Sure.
It is. It's definitely
So.
All right, so let's talk about NASCAR. We'll wrap it up. Talladega this week.
Talladega this weekend.
The big track.
And the debut of knockout qualifying, too, tomorrow. It's the first time they've ever done that knockout qualifying on a restrictor plate.
Oh, really?
When they actually...
Now, how's that going to work?
It's
qualifying, though, is Saturday. Qualifying.
Is it Saturday?
I think so.
Oh, I thought they were going to have it Friday. I didn't know if they were doing Friday or Saturdays, because they've been having some of it on Fridays and some of it on Saturdays. I never can tell.
I'm pretty sure I read that on Facebook. But could be wrong.
What basically I've only watched a few instances of this knockout qualifying. Basically, you allow all the drivers on the track at the same time, or not all of them obviously get out there. It's not enough room to race, but you're allowed 2 rounds. The first round, they take the top 25 fastest cars. After, I think it's like you get about...
What are they trying to do, like Daytona or something? Now they're confusing everybody again. Here we go.
you get 2 rounds. The first round is they take the top 25 qualifiers after a half hour of qualifying, somewhere around there. And then the other remaining cars, then they qualify in the second round, which determines positions, I believe, 26 through 43.
Okay.
So, I mean, it kind of puts more eyes on qualifying, because qualifying has just been so boring through the years and just doing car by car. So they feel like putting a lot more cars out there, like a practice session, would get more people to pay attention to it. So, but old Jeffy boy, he's off to a great start this year. He's got average...
No wins, but...
but he's knocking on the door, though.
Leading in points.
Yep, leading in points. He's got the best average finish in the series so far. And
now, I heard after so many races, if he's still the point leader, he's automatically in the chase. I heard that, even without a win.
Oh yeah, after race 26, which is the finale, the season.
I
finale.
thought it was less than that.
No, it's if he's still leading the points and he's got no wins come Richmond, then they will put him in there as like.
Oh, then he's got a ways to go.
Yeah, he's fine. He'll get a win.
Oh, he's bound. I mean, he's so close. How many top 5s, for God's sake, has he had in a row?
Well, ridiculous. He's got 4 top 5s and 2 second place finishes.
Yeah, so I think this is his year. Maybe let's hope.
Well, he said that once he wins a championship, he's retiring.
Yeah,
he's got nothing more to prove. So
then we go and root for Kyle Larson.
Yeah, Kyle Larson. Yeah, he's the next favorite runner-up.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah, I like that kid. He's going to be good.
Oh, how about
he got a bum deal with Clint Boyer
on the very first lap? Yeah, but how about the post race fireworks between
all
Marcus
kinds
Ambrose
of stuff.
Casey
Tempers were
Mears?
Flying, eh?
First time I've ever seen a direct punch to somebody like that.
You go to a NASCAR race and a fight breaks out.
They said that. They interviewed Ambrose after the race, and
he wasn't happy.
Well, they said he didn't apologize. He's like, I have no, what's the point of apologizing? He's like, I was defending myself, because Mears actually initiated it. He shoved him first.
Yeah, he did.
So
interesting.
Yep.
Well, look, good to have you back, and I hope you're going to be back. now for a while?
Well, actually, I have some bad news, and I haven't told you or Mom this, but I'm actually going to be going out of town next week, next Thursday.
You're kidding.
I won't be on the show. We're going away till Sunday to Tawas.
Who's going?
Me and
the guys?
And some of the girls are going too. We're actually going to celebrate a birthday.
Well, you're not driving.
Oh yeah.
You are?
Yeah, I'm driving. I
watch that back window.
Oh yeah.
Let's not go through that again.
Let's not share that on the air.
No, we won't.
Share. We need to hear it.
Oh, look who's on the line. Hey, Richard.
Richard, how you doing?
Good.
So how you like that live stream? Nice pictures.
It is.
Yeah, I like
I'm not sure what the lag time is. It's kind of hard to figure it out. Maybe 10 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, that's in case you swear. No, I'm just kidding. It depends on the internet too, I think. The speed. So, Doppler Tom, sorry, I have plans dropping off for the night. Okay, Tom, take it easy. We will talk to you next week, sir.
See you,
if
Tom.
not sooner. All right?
I think you already did sign off.
All right. Okay, take care. So I guess that's it in sports, and you're going out of town, so you won't be calling in or anything.
Yeah, we're actually, we just actually realized this like a week ago that we didn't realize that Sunday was Mother's Day. So we're coming back Sunday. We'll be back Sunday morning.
Yeah, you better be back Sunday.
Oh yeah, we'll be over. I'll be over. I won't
or the boom will fall.
We'll miss breakfast, but I'll be back for dinner for sure.
All right, so you're leaving when now?
We're leaving Thursday evening after work.
So you got the time off and
taking Friday and Monday I'll be off. So
all right, well you deserve it. You've been working a lot of overtime.
Yeah, we need to get a little getaway for the spring.
Yeah, rest up a little bit. Mm-hmm. All right, well thank you, sir.
All right, take care, guys.
We'll have to get Richard to fill in for you next week too. All right. At least the NASCAR part you can do, right? Or hey, maybe we'll get Cheryl on here. She likes NASCAR.
She does, but all she would talk about is Jeff Gordon.
Well, that's our guy.
I know. Not everybody agrees with that.
Yeah, I know. But you know what? He's getting a lot more fans, though, lately. So he's proven himself. Come on, let's face it. I like him. All right. I also want to recognize Lisa Hicks Clayton is on the phone. How you doing, Lisa?
I'm doing great. It's great to be able to join you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you on. She is also a candidate for state representative and presently the councilwoman for Dearborn Heights, right?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Now, what district is that? 11th or 6th?
The 11th district.
11th district.
Which includes Inkster, Garden City, parts of Westland, a small section of Livonia, and part of Dearborn Heights, more the northern area of Dearborn Heights.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Kind of an odd-shaped district there, a little, hodgepodge of places.
And the work has begun.
Indeed, it has. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
We're eager to get started, and then we've been out in the community talking with groups about placemaking and, economic prosperity, the rehabilitation and the rebirth for Michigan economy, as well as other things, including education, veteran services. All of those are important issues that are near and dear to us.
Vic in the chat room wants to know what parts of Westland will you represent?
That would be the area, if you think of, let's see, that would be Westland from, now I have to put the map in my head, so give me just a second.
Okay.
Because the Livonia is from
I'll tell you
Middlebelt to Merrimum down to, you go ahead, Richard.
Richard knows.
You are standing on the corner of Merriman and Warren at the muffler shop, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's everything north and east of that intersection.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So that's a pretty good chunk.
Yes. Yeah, and then Livonia is that small, 1 mile by 1 mile square block from Middlebelt over to Merrimum, and then from Joy up to Plymouth, I believe, is how that one works.
Okay.
So it's really interesting, yeah.
Right.
So we have all of Garden City and all of Inkster, and then a part of, Dearborn Heights, and we're really looking forward to the opportunity to continue serving the residents of our communities and bringing our communities have continued to work together, and we've talked about regional prosperity and thinking outside of the geographical boundaries to work together for that, and that's the direction we're moving. So it's a really good news, and we're actively engaged and looking forward to serving.
Well, best of luck with the campaign, that's for sure.
Thank you indeed.
All right.
One thing I wanted to say, I know it's already May, but April probably, some people are aware, and this is probably why Wayne County did their appreciation luncheon today.
Mm-hmm.
April is Volunteer Appreciation Month.
Okay.
And we should always remember our volunteers and thank them because they are the backbone of our communities.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that, and actually it was Herb Brooks that said this, great moments are born from great opportunities. And I think volunteers look for that, and that's how we become great communities, from seizing those moments,
right.
and make those great opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I wanted to mention is same is true for civic engagement. Great civic engagement, which we all encourage, participation and hearing from our residents leads to great leadership in government.
Mm-hmm.
We want to embrace that, and
Right.
that's one thing I was going to share. We're still working and advocating for that here in Dearborn Heights is the communication initiatives and opportunities, all the different avenues, which I know Garden City and Westland have done very well with. Many communities have done very well with, Dearborn as well. But we're looking at, the use of Nexel, streaming the city council meetings, the electronic email, the newsletters, things of that nature, to improving communication and engagement for our residents. Because statistics show, actually through Pew Research, that makes for a better government and stronger government, as well as promoting transparency. So that's kind of on agenda for us during our budget discussion. So it's getting a lot of conversation, interesting enough, talking about communication.
Yeah, we're doing our budget talks now too. So, yeah, everybody's busy with their budgets, that's for sure.
Yes, that time of year.
Richard, we missed you at the luncheon today.
Yeah, I had meetings downtown. I know that at least one of my colleagues was there. He was supposed to, well, I won't say it that way. Let me just say that I had different obligations. How's that?
Okay.
So,
Hey,
yeah.
you got to.
I mean, it was on my calendar, and from what I saw a couple of pictures posted. It looked like it was an incredibly, impressively attended event.
It was very, very done. Very nice. The food was good. Yeah, it was real nice. We enjoyed ourselves. So,
Good. Yeah.
I want to mention I got an email here from Kelly Perkins. She is the owner of Guardian Martial Arts. She was on our show, not too long ago, a month ago or so, maybe. And she wanted to let everyone know that as their way to show appreciation and thanks to all the moms out there, Guardian Martial Arts and Fitness will offer free classes for all mothers for the month of May.
No way.
Yeah, available classes include American Kenpo, martial arts, Killers Kickboxing, and Mat Pilates. So if you're a mother and you're interested, give them a call at 734-266-0565 for more details. So the very, very nice gesture from Guardian Martial Arts there. I like that. Yeah, we got a lot of events that I want to try and get to, but I did want to touch base with you too, Richard. Yeah, you've been kind of busy down there, huh? To say it mildly, put it mildly.
It's been busy.
So what do you got?
Often good.
What do you got for us?
Well, I guess I would say that at this time, probably the thing that is still of the greatest interest is what I'm going to term as the lack of progress, a deficit elimination plan countywide.
Yeah.
And I say that because, the state of Michigan, through its agreements with or orders from, however you want to look at it, the county of Wayne, has required us to have in place a mechanism to address our shortfalls. And, the executive has made a proposal. It is magnificent in terms of its largesse, but it has not received a majority of support, really, for any component that's come out thus far. And some of us believe that we're under a timeline
Yep.
that if we don't take action within the next couple of months, the state will. So,
Yeah. And you're talking emergency manager for the county.
well, I'm not sure that I could say that because truly, today at least, a mechanism does not exist to allow for the takeover of a county. County has 5 high elected constitutional officers, has the executive, treasurer, register of deeds, sheriff, and prosecutor. I'm not confident that existing law could allow for a true emergency manager as we've come to know it situation. But having said all that, look, if the law needs to be changed, they just need to sort it out and vote it. That's something that's obviously and fully within their capability, since there's one-party control at all levels. So it's not that it couldn't be done. It's just that I don't think it can be done with the laws that exist today. So, you know what, though? I don't want us to get to that point. I don't want us to force the state to have to look for methods by which they could accomplish it. I'd rather that the county commission handle it. So I'm not sure that things will intensify. I hope they do.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah, let's move forward.
Not a component necessarily of all that, but still a huge issue is the jail project. And the jail project is nearing the end of its 180-day review period in terms of options that exist. And at least myself individually and the commission collectively has not received any notable update regarding anything in probably 3 months.
Oh, you're kidding.
So we're getting close to the time where decisions are going to need to be made, even if it is to end a period of review. But something's going to happen here pretty quickly. And so, yeah, there's a lot on the table right now. Of course, there's an election that will occur. A lot of things could be viewed as being affiliated with that. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Couldn't come at a worse time of year, too, with all the elections and that. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
but
some might
you got to work around it, though.
Yeah, and, maybe you'll see what type of stuff people are made of, if they're willing to, get down to the nitty-gritty and make decisions, or if they're not. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to mention that we went to Robert Kozowski's event tonight, and Vic was there, and his lovely wife, and Cheryl and me, and he's coming on the show, I believe next week, the 8th, and he'll be the only guest. And I says, yeah, Richard will be here, and he goes, oh, great. He says, I got that bill for the seatbelts coming, and he's the only one he says he's against it. I says that'll make an interesting debate then.
It sure will. The only place where I've actually acknowledged some reservation about it is on the show. That was a week ago.
Okay, so he must have heard it.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean,
yeah, right. Oh, he's not, and he said the same thing. He says, that's what's great about this country. Everybody has their opinion,
Yeah. So, I think truly it would be a stretch to say that I'm the only one that has reservation about it. There's certainly.
Yeah. No, he didn't say that you were the only one. He just said that you were against it. And he says, that's not bad. One time in, a year and a half. So he thought that was pretty good.
That's not bad. I would agree with him. Yeah.
So we had a chuckle about that.
He's not the first person to make the suggestion. And when it's all said and done, I'll say that he won't be the last person to find that he can't get it through. Now,
right.
That's just my opinion based upon things that involve, funding and other issues.
Yeah, so he has a few other things I guess he's trying to push through. So we'll talk about all that next week. He really wants to do it in studio, but then he found out he might have to go out of town. So if he does, he's going to call in for sure. So one way or the other, he's trying to rearrange his schedule so that he can be here. So I hope that he can make it.
Well, did you tell him that Cheryl serves free coffee?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, make him a sandwich too, right?
Right. Well, Representative Kniezek can vouch for that.
Absolutely. Oh, and then I saw Mayor Wild, and he is wanting to come on the show again. So I got to shoot him some dates. He reminded me to shoot him some dates before I left.
Good.
And yeah, always good to get him on. He's got a real battle on his hands. So it's going to be a very interesting election year.
It is. I admit to being a little bit surprised, and of course, last week when we talked, we didn't have this information, but I admit to being a little surprised at the number of people that stayed in respective races.
Yeah, I am too. I have to agree with you. I mean, especially after talking with you and David, because I know you guys were quite surprised. I think both of you were really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a number of people that are competing for the same seat. I'm going to say that you could pick your 2 or 3, but realistically, this is going to boil down to a 2 or 3 person race for executive.
Yep.
And while acknowledging all of that, there's competition at nearly every level of government in the state of Michigan for fundraising dollars and for support. You've got the governor, the representatives, the senators,
Yep.
the commissioners. You've got a whole slew of people that are seeking election and everything that comes with it this year. So it's going to be
A lot of money's going to be spent.
yes. If you're in the business to sell ads, you're probably going to be very thankful at the end of this year.
Right, exactly. Hey, Mark's on the phone too. You want to say hi to Mark, your fan club?
Mark, I heard you earlier when I was in the chat room. Good to know you're on the show.
It's good to hear you too, Richard.
Yeah. What do
So,
you think about 8 o'clock, Mark?
I like it. I do like it.
Good.
I gotta admit.
good, yeah. Vic even said it's better for him. So, yeah, okay. Yeah, you were right. Is that what you want to hear?
I'm sorry, you were broken up. Can you say that again, please?
Yeah, okay. No, I think it's good all the way around. So,
Well, at least for a period. If it ends up not being, then I'll say the same to you.
no, I think it's going to be fine. I think we'll be good. Vic is saying in the chat room, let's see, this race is bringing in a lot of new money. Haha, yeah, yes, it is. For sure, I will agree. All right, so what else you got? Did you get your dad in okay? It's your dad, right?
Yes. My dad and my stepmom, they arrived here actually late last night from California, and today they joined a number of family and friends over at Ford Field for the Wayne State University.
Yeah, I saw the pictures, yeah.
Yeah, so there was all of that, and so Cheryl attended the graduation event, but then she had a commitment afterward. So once I completed some of the things that I needed to at the county building, I then joined them for a lunch afterward and got to see everybody again and all of that good stuff. But I don't know if you all saw Facebook this morning. Actually, I didn't post it this afternoon. But Cheryl and I, what happened on the way to Ford Field today? It was actually kind of funny.
No, I didn't see it yet. What happened?
So Cheryl wanted to follow me downtown, and to make it easy on her and this and that. So I knew right where we were going, and so we were like literally right around the corner from Ford Field, and we'd been in the same place for about 5 minutes. There was so much traffic we didn't even move, and I wanted to change lanes. So I didn't quite have enough room between me and the car in front of me, probably only about 5 feet, less than I usually have, but it is what it is. And so I called Cheryl, who was directly behind me. I called her on her phone. Because I knew she was really close to me, but I couldn't see how close. So I rang the phone. She answered it. She said, hello. And I said, hey, how close are you to my vehicle right now? And then I felt, bang.
Oh, no.
He hit my car.
No.
And Cheryl says, oh, I think I just hit your car.
Oh, my God.
I said, oh, about that close. Okay.
Things appear closer in the mirror.
That answered your question, huh?
Yeah.
My question. So,
Oh, wow.
I'd like to say we both laughed, but we didn't.
No.
But anyway, so then, we got her to where she needed to be and all of that. But I thought it was funny enough I should post it.
Not much damage, though, hopefully, or?
Oh, no, there's no damage.
That's good.
Yeah, Vic said, thank God the airbag didn't go off, eh? Oh,
Well,
wow.
we were going less than a tenth of a mile an hour, so that couldn't have happened.
Yeah. Because, to repack those airbags, I hear it's really, really expensive if they go off.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. That's funny. That's funny. Oh, I don't know, Richard. These women, huh?
I know.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, sorry, Lisa.
Great. Isn't that what you were going
You
to say?
forgot. I'm still here.
Here, let me mute you. No,
Oh,
I'm
my
kidding.
goodness.
I'm kidding. Well, you're never going to come back.
Oh, no, I have to because I have to represent the women now. See?
Absolutely. Let me do a couple of announcements here. The annual Mother's Day tea is going to be held Tuesday, May the 6th, and that's going to be over at Maplewood Community Center in the community room, 31735 Maplewood. That's a real nice event they put on over there, and I believe the police and the fire department serve all the mothers over there, so it's kind of cool. And that's
I missed that.
huh?
Oh, Carrie, what time is that Mother's Day tea?
It's going to be Tuesday, May 6th from 12 to 3.
Very nice.
And
Okay.
and tickets are $10 per person, and they are being sold at the Balmoral desk. And lunch going to include tuna salad on a croissant, fruit salad, choice of soup, chicken noodle, beef barley, and tomato basil bisque, and a delicious specialty dessert. Then they're going to have all kinds of baskets to raffle off, and they're going to have these little teacups with flowers in them. It's kind of really, really nice. So if you have a mother or grandmother or whatever, bring her over there. It's a good time. I think you'll enjoy it. And then,
We have to send Jay again.
yeah, send Jay.
Well, I'll be downtown all day that day, but I know that some of those folks enjoy dancing with Jay. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he's a good guy. For sure. He represents you well. Absolutely. Our good buddy Tony over at Garden City Cafe is having a fundraiser with the Relay for Life. It's actually Nick Painter's team, Paint the Town Cured, and that is going to be at the GC Cafe Saturday, May the 10th from 3 to 9 p.m. A generous percentage of all sales will be donated to his team, so if you can head over there, mark it on your calendar, Saturday, May 10th from 3 to 9 p.m. Tony's got some great soup and sandwiches and all kinds of good stuff over there. Garden City Kiwanis Kids Day in the Park is coming up Saturday, May 17th from 11 a.m. to 4. Lisa, you're going to be there for that, you think?
Yes, I am. I'll be a special character, I've heard.
Yeah.
We won't tell anything else. It'll be a surprise.
Oh, okay. Saturday, May 17th, 11 to 4, in the main pavilion in Garden City Park. And it's for children 3 to 11 years old. Tickets are $3 per child, $5 for all children in one family. All-day access to bouncers and activities and extra and food would be extra. They're going to have climbing wall there and everything. It's a full day, 4 bouncers, climbing wall, 12 to 3 p.m., Sheer Genius Magic Show, 1 p.m., Garden City Masons Michigan Child ID program, free. They're going to have a free ID packet from 11 a.m. to 3. Plymouth Lions Club Kids Site program, free vision screening, 11 to 3. Hat decorating hosted by the Red Hatters. Cookie decorating, Razzles the Clown, and balloon art. Scavenger hunt. I'm going to be in the scavenger hunt. I help them out with the Commission on Aging. I'm going to be doing that with them. So that's kind of fun. So come on out and see us. We're going to have face painting, all kinds of stuff going on. So Kids Day in the Park, Saturday, May 17th, 11 to 4. Check that out. Richard, you going to try and make that too or no?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's hope for good weather too. Dopper Tom's got to come through on that.
Oh, something. My folks said that when they left California it was 92.
Oh, you're kidding. Hey, me and Gary Rossio were emailing back and forth, and I did say that my co-host, Wayne County Commissioner Richard LeBlanc, also suggested if Gary wanted to fly us out to beautiful San Diego and do the show.
Right.
there.
How did he take that?
Well, he laughed a little bit, and I says, well, I tried, so looks like he's going to call in. So it'll be 5 o'clock there, 8 o'clock here.
All right.
But yeah, he's looking forward to it. He really is. The Garden City Garden Club, their garden walk's going to be June 21st from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And they're still looking for a couple of more homes, I think, to have on the walk. So if you're interested in showing off all your hard work, contact Stacy at 734-564-3868. This is their 20th anniversary, so it's kind of a special one. And the first 50 people will receive a free perennial. Tickets will be on sale at Barson's again this year, Barson's Greenhouse, located at Merriman and Maplewood. I don't know when they go on sale, and I don't know the price yet, but as soon as I do, we will get that out there for you. The Relay for Life for Garden City is scheduled for June 14th and 15th at the Garden City Middle School, located at 1815 Radcliffe. So get a team together and head on out there. They would love to have you. Raise some cancer-fighting dollars. For more information, you can go to relayforlife.org/GardenCityMI or call 248-663-3404. And Abby is at 734-635-9015. And you can do that. Who else do we have on the phone? Am I missing anybody? Is
Mike Jones, I'm here.
Mike Jones, how are you?
Pretty good, Kerry.
Good. Anything else you want to add with the Kiwanis?
No, the big event is, of course, the Kids' Day in the Park.
Mm-hmm.
It was mentioned even at the city council meeting 2 or 3 times.
Yep.
Call it a fundraiser, but we actually probably wind up spending about $2,500 of our money.
Right.
For the bouncers and the rock climbing wall and
Yep.
the clowns and all that kind of stuff. So
It is a fabulous event, I'll tell you. That rock climbing wall is amazing too. That's pretty cool.
Always a favorite.
Yeah. If you haven't seen that, you got to check that out. That alone is pretty cool.
rumor has it that President Julie's going to take a pie in the face.
Better her than me.
President Julie.
How did it go today at the luncheon? Did any fines? Did you fine anybody for not showing up at?
Oh yeah.
Did you?
If you didn't make it to Plato's, you got fined. If you didn't make it to the fundraiser that they had on Saturday, the
Right.
brisket family fundraiser, you got fined.
So you made a few dimes on that then, did you?
You had over $10 in dimes and over $20 in fines.
Oh my gosh!
So
Wow.
it was a lively meeting.
Cool. Good turnout. Sorry I missed it.
24 was the final number, I think.
Oh, that's good.
So, yeah, it was a pretty good turnout. Definitely going to be a good event, the Kids' Day in the Park. I'm really looking forward to it. It's
Yeah. It's all about the kids.
hope we can get more and more kids there. We got a lot of flyers going out. If anybody knows a business that's willing to put one up.
Yeah, we've put some up already, so yeah, we're promoting the hell out of it.
Spreading the word. I know that Tifton is passing them out to their students, and
Yep.
Michelle Klein said that they were going to get them passed out to Garden City students. So
Cool.
hopefully we'll get the word out and have great weather, and a lot of people will show up, and it'll be a good time.
Yep. That is a very, very nice event. Yeah, we enjoy that. Another good event is the Garden City Flea Circus. They're going to have their second annual Saturday, June 14th. They had a tremendous turnout, their first one last year. It's going to be located in downtown Garden City at the Farmers Market lot on the northeast corner of Ford Road and Middle Belt. And it's Saturday, June 14th, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're going to have all kinds of pets out there, Garden City licensing on-site veterinarians to share their wisdom of pet care, super pet performances, all kinds of vendors with pet products. So, and you can bring your dog. Bring your dog. They're welcome. Make sure they're vaccinated, licensed, and leashed. And For more information, you can call the DDA at 734-261-2830. And I also think Bruce Shippey is going to be there with Rudy doing a few things with Rudy, our K-9 officer. So that'll be a lot of fun. May 31st, Saturday, May 31st, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., the Lucky Squirrel Festival. This is their first one, I believe. I don't think they've had this before. It's going to be arts and crafts, antiques, and more. And where's this going to be held? I think this is probably going to be held at the Farmers Market Lot 2. They're going to have to change the name on that because if we're not going to have a farmers market anymore, you know what I mean? They might as well change that. Kind of disappointing. I have had a lot of people on Facebook, because I do the Farmers Market Facebook page, ask me to please bring the farmers market back. Well, if it was up to me, I would, but it isn't, and it's too bad that it's not coming back. I think we could use a farmers market.
Regenerate the Chamber of Commerce, we can get it back, but
Yeah, and that doesn't look like that's too promising either right now.
You know what I wanted to tell you, Carrie? I was speaking with the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had been talking about some of your businesses and not having a chamber.
Right.
And we do what's called walkabouts twice a year.
Uh-huh.
Going out to different businesses. It's a great opportunity to meet the business owners and operators.
Who's we?
And, tell them a little bit about what the chamber can do for you. And I had mentioned your situation, you know, as far as some businesses, you know, not having that opportunity, and you were working on that, and they wanted to, you know, engage with you and talk more about what they could do, and maybe offer some services to you as well to help the Garden City business community. So I wanted to share that with you. That's something that we were talking about and kicking around.
Right.
So should possibly be hearing from somebody. Her name is Wendy real soon with the walkabouts. Walkabouts are usually in May or June.
Now, who is it that does the walkabouts? The chamber?
Well, this is the Dearborn Area Chamber of Commerce, which is a combination of Dearborn and Dearborn Heights, because they merged. But, of course, there's other communities that are part of this chamber, including, you know, Taylor. We have folks from Romulus, folks from Westland, different businesses. And then, you know, I had mentioned, well, Garden City doesn't have a Chamber of Commerce any longer. Right. They do have the DDA, but, of course, that only covers a certain area. And those businesses need networking opportunities and resources, you know, access to resources that would help them grow their businesses. And certainly, you know, Wendy was interested in that and wanted to include Garden City businesses in the walkabout.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
So I thought that was good. They want to make that contact and provide, you know, at least some groundwork, break the ground there to say, hey, we can do this with you and encourage you and, you know, provide some resources as well for your businesses.
Right. Any help we can get, I mean, for our businesses is always appreciated. Yeah, absolutely. Have her contact me or whoever, you know. I would love to talk with her.
I certainly will, because, well, you know, I know you and I had talked about it, and it's been on my mind, and always looking for opportunities for Garden City businesses as well. I mean, again, when we talk about prosperity and regionalism, you know, this is inclusive of everyone. We need to do this together.
Exactly. Yeah, because, you know, all the communities have to, you know, if one community fails, and we've talked about this before, Richard, you know, it trickles right on down to all the communities, right?
Yep. Pull one up and the others, you know, also get pulled up. So,
Yep.
yeah.
That's right.
Opposite's also true. We need to definitely assist other communities where we can.
Exactly.
Allow them to assist
true.
us if we need it.
Yep.
That is true. You know, Carrie, do you want? Is this a good time to do a shout out to actually one of your Garden City businesses?
Sure.
You've already mentioned her name is Stacy from. No, I forgot. I was
Lucky Dog?
Doggy Daycare.
Lucky Dog.
Lucky Dog. I was saying Doggy Daycare, but Lucky Dog.
Yeah.
With Dearborn Heights, you know, we've been without an ACO, an animal control officer, for probably about 4 years now, which is a little bit problematic. And of course, we're training. We've passed this agreement that we would train our ordinance officers to their cross-train for animal control. But in the meantime, and I want to do a shout-out to Stacy, first of all, for coming on board and providing her facility and her assistance and her expertise, along with Jen Seidel from Angels Bullies and PetMed, and, of course, city officials here, Fire Chief Brogan. We've been working together to develop what's called a pet emergency contingency plan, where if somebody's displaced due to a fire or whatnot, and they're hospitalized, something happens, they have no family, whatever it is, we're able to place these temporarily into foster homes just until that person's back up on their feet. But also we're establishing a resource hotline, and this will be not just our residents, but again, anybody who's interested and is looking for information, whether it's strays, pet care, emergencies, your dog gets bit by a raccoon, whatever it is. Because sometimes, people don't know who to call, and especially if it's on the weekend or evenings, they're kind of stuck in a position and they're not sure how to proceed. So we're working to establish this 1-800 hotline that will be manned by volunteers from these organizations I just named.
Right.
So we want to say thank you to those people, because, again, that's a perfect example of communities coming together to address an issue and bring services that are needed to our residents. So I just want to say thank you to those folks.
Right. Yeah, she does a great job over there at Lucky Dog.
Yes.
Pardon me. Yeah, good shout out to Stacy. Yes. All right, we got another fundraiser here. Garden City Lions Club is having a charity bowl Saturday, May the 10th, Town and Country Lanes in Westland at 6 p.m. It's only $20 per person, which includes 3 games of 9-pin, no tap. Also includes shoes and pizza. They're going to have basket raffles, 50-50 raffles, 4-person teams. They said show up, and they will match you with a team if you don't have a team. You can get a hold of them by calling Cindy Wagner at 313-407-0239 or Larry Huff at 734-660-0920. Please leave messages if they miss your call. It's a nonprofit organization. Proceeds help the blind and hearing impaired. So Lions Club, another great organization. Let's see. Richard, you got anything else you want to share tonight?
You know what? Not off the top of my head, but while you keep talking, I'm going to be looking at my calendar to see if there's anything I need to.
Okay. All right. Here's what?
GCYAA Saturday. Have you already mentioned that one?
No, I haven't. Yeah, GCYAA. When is that?
1 o'clock Saturday, the kickoff.
1 o'clock Saturday.
Field.
Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, we had to get that out there. Oh, I want to get this out there. Wayne County Commissioner Richard LeBlanc and State Representative David Knisik will host a coffee hour from 11 a.m. to 12:30 Monday, May the 12th, correct? At the Maplewood Center, located at 31735 Maplewood. Citizens who can attend but have questions or concerns can contact Richard by mail sent to his attention at 500 Griswold Street, 7th floor, Detroit, Michigan, 48226, or by calling 313-224-8855, or by email at district12@waynecounty.com. Now, David Knisik can be contacted by mail at P.O. Box 30014, Lansing, Michigan, 48909, or by calling 888 the number 4 and Knisik. That's Knezek. Or by email at davidknisik@house.mi.gov. G-O-V. And yeah, that's a good deal. Good deal over there. I like that. The next installment of the Garden City Hospital Healthy Aging, Healthy You Lunch and Lecture will be 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday, May 3rd in the community room on the lower level of Westland Shopping Center. That's 3500 Warren Road at Wayne Road in Westland. So that's kind of cool. For more information on seating, which is limited, you're going to have to register. Call 734-458-4259. All right. As we get older, people want to do that stuff. I mentioned the Mother's Day tea. That's going to be May the 6th, Tuesday. Just going through some of my things here. Richard, if you have anything, just go ahead and chime in. Garden City Hospital invites all women to join in on a lively discussion of women's health issues and concerns throughout their life's journey at its Hats Off to Women's Health event, which is going to be at 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, May 31st, in the community room on the lower level of the Westland Shopping Center. They do a lot of things over there at the Westland Shopping Center. I've never been in that room either. I couldn't tell you the community room where that is.
It's the one I'm thinking of. It's on the basement level.
Okay, on the basement level. Okay. Interesting. I've never been down there. As caregivers, career women, volunteers, and wives, women have the unique role of wearing many hats, often at the expense of their own health. These discussions will be led by board-certified physicians and other healthcare specialists. The event is free for women 18 years and older. Registration and a brunch will begin at 9:30 a.m. Space is limited, so to reserve your seat, you're going to want to call 734-458-4330 before May 21st. Very important. Yes, women are health care givers, you know. Cheryl took care of me a lot when I had my open heart and my hip surgery, and it's a lot of work, hard work for the women. They do a lot. I give them credit.
Yeah, the older
Trying
you
to
get,
make up for earlier, huh?
Yeah, I'm sucking up.
That is wise.
Let's see, Vic, what did you
say
say?
it with flowers next time.
Yeah, exactly. You need to get Buddy Sue on the show to talk about Buddy Up and Tears Foundation.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who said that? That's Vic.
Vic, yeah.
Yep.
Can you talk about that a little bit? What is that? That's the buddy system that you were doing?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's two different things that Vic is mentioning, but Buddy Shue was a contestant on the program called The Biggest Loser.
Okay.
That's a weight loss show from, I think it's Channel 4 or something like that.
Uh-huh.
And so he made it quite a ways. He was not the biggest loser, as they say on the show.
Right.
But he made it quite a ways. And during that time, of course, we noticed that as a Wayne resident and as a sister cities of Westland,
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Wild was interested in helping Westland become a healthier community. So those two touched base. They came up with this thing where he would lead a mini program sharing with folks how to become healthier through better eating, exercise, different habits, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
But really, one of the things that came about during all of that was you got to know people, and you got to learn a little bit about, what brings them to different places in their lives at different times.
Mm-hmm.
Buddy shared that his daughter, Bella, died as an infant, and how that transformed and changed his family, and how it really, to a degree, caused him to make decisions that led to a not-so-healthy lifestyle.
Right.
One of the things, though, that was affiliate to all of that was when they were at that point in their lives, they had no money.
Mm-hmm.
When their daughter died, they were really struggling as to how to pay for the funeral.
Mm.
Organization called Tears came to the rescue and provided sufficient funding for people like him, young parents who, when you're young, you don't have a lot of stuff or a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And so he didn't forget that, and so now he and his wife advocate for that group, and they encourage people to become involved in some of the fundraising efforts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a real basic story about both of those activities, and that's a great suggestion to get Buddy on the show. He's very conversational. He is a minister, so he's not afraid to talk. He can be funny.
Well, maybe you can work on that for us and see what you can do.
Sure.
Maybe you or Vic, yeah.
Sure, yeah. If Vic wants to take it, that's fine.
Vic says he was my next door neighbor, and Lori and I lived next door when he lost Isabella. Very touching, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And you know what? I just happened to run across the Tears kickoff. The Michigan chapter of the Tears Foundation will hold a kickoff event 6 to 8 p.m. Thursday, May 1st, which was today.
Yeah, that happened this evening.
Yeah, did you go to that?
I was not able to go.
Okay. Oh yeah, you had to. Yeah, I know. For its second annual Tears Rock and Walk fundraiser, the kickoff will be held. It was held at the Westland Friendship Center. That's where you did the buddy thing, isn't it?
Yes.
And that's on Newburgh. Very cool. The Rock and Walk will be held September 13th to raise for Tears money, which helps people who lose an infant and do not have money to pay for the casket and or grave marker. Wow, what a wonderful organization, man!
Really something.
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of them.
Right. Well, most people haven't.
Unbelievable. Yeah, we're going to have to get them on too for sure. A representative. Great organization.
All right, Vic, we're assigning that to you. I know you can hear what we're saying, so you got that assignment.
Yeah, Vic, you got that assignment, okay? Thank you, bud. Appreciate it. I know you don't do enough as it is. All you do is sit around. Right. Don't we all? Okay. All right. Well, you know what? I think, boy, I've just about covered a lot of stuff tonight.
Call the show. Call the show.
Another good show.
Good show.
Great show.
Because we started early, we got to end at a reasonable time.
Yeah, look at 9:20, 9:18.
9:18.
Yeah, Mark, what'd you have? Something you want to say?
Hey, great show, Kerry. You thoroughly enjoyed it.
Great, thank you. I appreciate that. Tell your friends, neighbors, relatives. Tell them to join in. We always appreciate it. Lisa, any parting words before we?
No, not really. I agree with everyone. I concur. It's been a great show. Carrie, I do like the 8 o'clock slot a little bit better.
Good.
Now,
Good.
Of course, it changes and you reassess. All on board, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of time to just kind of wind down before going to bed. So,
Exactly.
very
Exactly.
good.
Yeah, I think it was a good choice, a good decision, and thank you, Richard, for suggesting that.
Good job, Richard.
Well, thanks for everyone for agreeing with it, even if only for now. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
I
I haven't
agree later, Richard. We'll call you.
haven't heard any complaints. That's for sure. And it looks like the stream went well. The only thing I didn't. Are you guys still there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I didn't have the record button on for like the first 10 minutes, so I'm gonna post the video anyway. It came out good, but I got so many buttons that I got to keep track of here. I need somebody to monitor this stuff for me. Jeez,
You're going to need an assistant.
I'm telling you. All right. Well, I think we're ready to call this a podcast. I want to thank everyone that participated tonight, as always. A big thanks to my co-host, Wayne County Commissioner Richard LeBlanc, and our resident weatherman, Doppler Tom, and our sports guy, Derek. It was nice having him in studio. And thanks to everyone who hung out in the chat room with us and on Ustream. We appreciate your support every week. If you have a show idea or a guest you'd like us to try and get on, just send us an email at gccommunitychat@gmail.com, and we'll do our very best to provide that for you. I'll tell you, our dates are filling up, Richard. They really are.
A good thing.
Yeah. And like I said, don't forget, our 200th show is going to be May 22nd. You're all invited. Mike and Lisa, everybody, Mark, I hope you guys can make it. Really would love to see you out there. We're going to have a good time. And if you haven't joined our mailing list yet, once again, in the subject line, just type "add me to your mailing list" and send it to gccommunitychat@gmail.com. All right, join us next Thursday, May the 8th, for show number 198 at 8 p.m. right here on TalkShoe.com, when our guest will be State Representative Robert Kozowski from the 16th District. Remember, the success of a community depends on the community, so please support your local businesses. And if you see something, please say something. Look out for one another out there. So on behalf of Tom, Richard, and Derek, This is Carrie. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week. So long.
All right. Bye.
Call recording has been completed.
All right. Good show, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you on Ustream, too. If you're all there, thanks. Appreciate it. Thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed that. Something different that we're trying to do here. Maybe eventually we'll just do video, and we won't won't do it on TalkShoe. We'll do video only and have a chat room in there, and you guys can just chat. And maybe I can figure it out to where I can have people call in on my cell phone or something. So we'll figure it out. But for now, this is working good. I'm happy with it, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And once again, thank you very much. All right. We're going to terminate this. Take care. Do, 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 do. Do, do, do. All right. Let me end this. Okay. That's a done deal. And that's a done deal. And let me see. I got to get my Ustream up here. All right. So on behalf of everybody here at Community Chat, good night, everybody. Take care.